Welcome into Grizzly basketball. I'm Adam Mason. The basketball gods have willed it that my sister is calling the action with me tonight. Sharon Mason, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here. It should be an exciting game.
Sorry, we're having just some technical difficulties here at the beginning, so bear with us just a sec here. As Barker gets that two to go. All right, let's get back into the action. As Ayla Marston gets a three to go for the Grizzlies. And now the Mustangs bring it across the timeline.
Is that a Vunami three?
That is a Vunami three. Vunami, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com.
It's 3 steals in a row for the Grizzlies.
I apologize, we're just having some technical difficulties getting this stream to work, and along with the scoreboard. Give me just this moment here.
There's another steal.
Okay, we're streaming now. Now the other trick will be to see if I can get the scoreboard to work.
If not, we might have to just say it.
Yeah.
Grizzlies are up 5-0.
Frazier with the putback. Nice move by the senior.
I love to watch Frazier when she's playing confident like that. She knew she had position, grabbed that rebound, went right back up. It was great to see that.
And now Bergenjetti in the corner for three. Not this time for number 10, Brooke Rasmussen. And now Skyly Barker will come away with it. Leading scorer for the Grizzlies, averaging just over 20 points a game. Ledger now back to Barker, inside to Frazier. Cross-court pass to Marsden. Now to Johnson. Nice little elbow jump shot. Falls short this time, and the Mustangs come away with it. Jaylee Hansen leading the break. Kicks it out to Brooke Rasmussen. And a timeout will be called. Soccer Post timeout. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer. Located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove, Soccer Post is here to serve your community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find more online at www.soccerpost.com. We'll be back in just a moment on KSL Rewind. Welcome back into KSL Rewind. I'm Adam Mason, joined by Sharon Mason, as we're calling the Grizzlies action tonight against the Herriman Mustangs. And the score early is the Grizzlies are up 7-0 with 4:08 left in the first quarter. Sharon, what is it going to take for the Mustangs to get on the board here?
I mean, they have showed some patience offensively, but they keep getting deflections. The Grizzlies keep getting the deflections, so they're going to have to protect the ball and try to work that inside.
As Barker got that bucket to go after getting the steal. Another loose ball. Mustangs get possession. Now to Hanson. Cross-court pass way over Bergen-Jetty's head there. And possession will go to the Grizzlies.
With Copper Hills being so long and having those really active hands, it makes it hard for the Mustangs. I mean, we see that in several games that the Copper Hills have played in. So, again, the Mustangs are just going to have to use some ball fakes and work that ball in.
Grizzlies lead at 9-0 with just over 3:30 left in the first quarter. Barker now goes around the screen of Frazier. Barker up with the left hand. It counts. She gets the bucket to go. What a shot there by Skyly Barker. And she'll get an opportunity for a free throw. That'll be the first team foul for the Mustangs. What a take there by Barker.
And an increase to her free throw percentage, which is always great for her. She's chasing that battle.
She completes the three-point play. Mustangs having a hard time keeping possession. But now Jetty with the yo-yo, and she goes inside, floater up just long, and Barker comes away with it. She'll push it.
You know, Barker's leading her team in rebounds. Rebounds per game.
Ooh, and Addie Callister tried the jump stop, shuffled her feet, and gets called for the travel. Grizzlies up 12-0 with 2:50 left in the first quarter. Sundquist now to Maddie Little. Little over to Allie Price. Allie finds Jetty. Jetty loses the handle and Barker comes away with it. Barker's gonna go uncontested and gets the layup to go. Grizzlies lead at 14-0. There is now 2:12 left in the first quarter. And a traveling violation. Maddie Little just had nowhere to go. Nice defense by the Grizzlies there.
They're getting in the passing lanes and keeping that pressure right up on the Mustangs, making it hard for them.
Talked to Coach Timpson before the game, and it's senior night tonight. And so there is a different kind of level of energy for the entire bench there. Game means a little bit more tonight, even considering that it's approaching the end of region.
Emotions are always high on a senior night.
Ooh, nice steal there by Tylee Sundquist. She's going to go all the way, goes up with the right hand, and draws a foul. They'll call that on number 12, Addie Callister, her first. That'll be the first team foul. And Sundquist will look to get the Mustangs on the board. First one is good. And she gets the second to go as well.
That was a good take by Sundquist. Good, strong move, and she finished it by making her free throws.
And defense led to offense, right?
Absolutely. I love those plays.
Now Barker over to Callister, to Marsden, inside to Frazier. Frazier finds a cutting Skyly Barker with the deuce.
I love the ball movement from almost, I think every player touched the ball on that possession for Copper Hills. I love that ball movement. Finding the open players, wide open layup.
Well, you gotta love the moving without the basketball with a move like that with Barker. And that three-point shot is short for number 31, Addison Porter. Now Marsden gets it to Frazier. Frazier's going to drive baseline. Kicks it over to number 10, Evie Marler, and Barker will try for three. Doesn't go, but Marler comes away with the rebound. Oh, and loses it. Now the Mustangs will lead the break. A nice recovery there by Skyly Barker, breaking up that pass intended for number 3, Maddie Little. Prevents a layup there.
Getting those hands in the passing lane, that's what works for Copper Hills. She ran hard to get her hands down there.
32 seconds left. Grizzlies lead at 16-2 over the Mustangs. And an errant pass there, and now Marler, or I beg your pardon, Callister will come away with it. Callister almost loses the handle, and they're going to call a foul. We'll see who they call that on. It's a couple Mustangs in the play, and they will indeed call that on Shawnee Asiata. Her first, and the second team foul for the Mustangs. 22 seconds left. And a backcourt pass is retained. Nice job by Callister, letting it go into the backcourt before she touched the ball.
Yeah, it's dangerous territory if you're trying to catch it right at the half-court line.
Indeed, indeed. That timeline can be tricky. Barker. Now for a three. Splash on Bunami. Three goes down for number 10, Evie Marler. Nice shot there out of the corner for Marler, and that gives the Copper Hills 19 points as they lead at 19-2 over the Mustangs. We'll be back in just a moment here on KSL Rewind. Welcome back to KSL Rewind. I'm Adam Mason, joined by my sister, actually, Sharon Mason, joining me for tonight's action.
Happy to be here.
And the Grizzlies lead at 19-2. Of Vunami 3 went down just at the end of the quarter for Evie Marler.
It was an impressive quarter for Copper Hills. They came out strong. They came out ready. They're playing with great energy.
That personal foul was called on number 45, Sierra Prescott. That's her first. It's the first team foul. And Chick-fil-A free throw. Copper Hills free throws are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And they goes one for two is number 24, Ella Creer. And a break there out to Fusi Ledger, who gets that bucket to go, her first bucket of the night. And now that gives the Copper Hills their first 20-point lead of the game. And trying to get the steal there was number 12, Addie Callister. She picks up a foul, her second. First team foul. Price now to Hanson. Jaylee Hanson picks up her dribble, gets it out to Prescott. Now to Price, and another steal by the Grizzlies. Frazier's going to lead the break this time. Gets it out to Taylor Johnson. Johnson, cross-court pass to Marsden. To Ledger for three. And it's long, but the rebound comes away to the Grizzlies. Marsden now finds Frazier at the top. Over to Ledger on the left wing. She's going to drive the alley. Gets it to Marsden. Marsden for three. And it bounces around the rim and off. And they're going to call that off the Mustangs. 22-2 in the second quarter, 6:39 left. Ledger will inbound. Now to Marsden. Inside, nice pass to Frazier. Frazier kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson now to Creer. Creer gets it out to Marsden. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Johnson goes inside to Marsden for three. Off the front rim. And a fight for the rebound. Ledger has it. Frazier. Now to Johnson for three. Rolls around the rim and out. Another offensive rebound for the Grizzlies.
Is that four
just
in a row?
all over the boards.
securing extra possessions for themselves. So, I think that was 4 offensive rebounds right in a row.
Yeah, in that possession, Grizzlies now inside to Barker, who just checked into the game. Looked like that was blocked by that shot by Ledger, and the Mustangs come away with it. Now Sundquist gets it to Prescott. Prescott tries to find number 2, Allie Price, and it goes out in the corner. Grizzlies will get the ball.
Love watching Coach Olnick right there. I mean, it was very calmly just coaching his girls. It was a hard turnover, but just coaching him and what to do on the next play. I thought that was a good move on his part.
Ooh, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Was that on? Yep, indeed. Number 13, Ayla Marsden, her first. That'll be the second team foul. And now Addison Porter will bring the ball across the timeline. 22-2, Grizzlies lead it. Just under 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Sundquist now has the ball taken away. Yes, the Grizzlies get it. And now Johnson will find Frazier, who finds Barker. Barker's gonna drive. Now she'll kick it out to Ledger. Over to Marsden. To Johnson in the corner. Cross-court pass to Parker. Grizzlies just being patient, and Ledger couldn't get that one, and now, but another offensive rebound comes away to the Grizzlies, and
Ooh,
Barker, that one falls off
cut.
the rim.
It was a great cut by her.
Who in a loose ball? We'll see who they call this on. And they will indeed call that on Sierra Prescott, her second. That's the third team foul for the Mustangs.
That's great hustle by Ledger, diving after the ball, getting on the floor. I love those kind of plays.
Yeah, Ledger missed a shot that she probably would have liked to get back, but it stayed alive in the possession. Nice job. Marsden looking for Johnson, and they will call a reach-in foul on Shawnee Asiata. Yes, that's who they officially give it to. That is the fourth team foul for the Mustangs. Second foul for Asiata.
I like watching Johnson make herself available and using her body to get open right there.
Frazier now to Marsden. To Barker, inside to Frazier. Frazier patiently goes up with the left hand. Oh, what a jump hook shot there, but for Aspen Frazier.
What a good reverse move. She was so patient. Again, I love when she's playing that with that kind of confidence. That was a great move.
Just using her size and athletic ability, right, to make the move that she wanted
what
to.
a great decision. Drawing in the defense one way and then just spinning the other.
And the Grizzlies force another turnover. Barker's going to lead the break. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Barker almost loses that one. Now to Marsden. And she'll reset. Barker finds Frazier. Frazier now to Marsden. She's going to go around the screen of Frazier. Goes up with the right hand. Scoop layup, good. Ayla Marsden, what a move there.
You mentioned earlier the patience. I mean, they showed patience right there, coming off the screen hard and getting the shot they wanted.
And another turnover by the Mustangs, and Grizzlies will get the ball. (26-2), the Grizzlies lead. 3:19 left in the second quarter. Marsden now into Frazier. To Barker. Cross-court pass to Marsden for three. Splash! Ayla Marsden gets her second bucket of the quarter, and a Vunami three for the Grizzlies. Vunami, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Now Jetty over to Leiliani Goldtooth, and goes out of bounds off the Mustangs, or I beg your pardon, off the Grizzlies. Mustangs will get possession. Now Richardson will inbound for the Mustangs. It goes into the backcourt for number 10, Brooke Rasmussen. She picks it up. Only 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Throws up a prayer. Ooh, almost goes in for number 33, Leilani Goldtooth.
It was pretty funny that the student section was counting down for her.
And they called that on number 5, Bergen Jetty, her first, but it is the 5th team foul. So a Chick-fil-A free throw. Copper Hills free throws are brought to you by Chick-fil-A for Ayla Marsden. She gets that to go. And makes the second as well.
Probably means we should stop by Chick-fil-A on our way home.
Always a good idea, right? Chick-fil-A. And the Mustangs want to talk it over. Be sure to join us at the end of the game as Coach Mason will give us our ETT Apparel Player of the Game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team T-Will at ATT or ETT Apparel. We specialize in embroidery, tackle T-Will, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all your custom apparel needs. Find them online at www.ettapparel.com. So, Coach, in this kind of moment, if you're Coach Timpson, what's kind of the message? You've got a cushy lead right now, but what are you telling your team at this time?
Honestly, I'd probably be telling them something about focusing on where we're at right now in the moment and making sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to improve, because our goals are definitely bigger than just one game. And so we need to stay locked in, stay focused together, and do what we need to do to keep progressing.
It's all about building those good habits before you go into the tournament, right?
For sure. And if you can build that kind of momentum and like you said, those habits going into the tournament, that's going to carry you through.
Marsden for 3 in the corner. It's long, and it bounces to number 5, Bergen Jetty. Jetty now front court right side. Nice defense there by Marsden. And a clean look for number 15 goes in for Jay Richardson. The senior guard. That basket is good. And she'll get a free throw. And the free throw is up and long, and number 24, Ella Creer, comes away with the board. Marler now to Callister. Back to Marler. Callister, she's gonna try a 3. And it bounces off the rim. Ledger, nice board there, out to Johnson. And now they work it around back to Ledger. Creer now to Callister, who can't get the 3 to go. And another offensive board for the Grizzlies. This time Creer will try the 3 and splash. A Vunami 3 goes down for the Grizzlies.
Kept alive by their offensive rebounding.
Under a minute left now. Left-handed layup is no good for the Mustangs. And Evie Marler now will cross the timeline. Marler to Callister. So work it back to Marler. Marler will try a 3 off the rim. Ledger, another offensive rebound, goes up. Doesn't get it, but another board goes for Ella Creer, who draws a foul. And number 10, Brooke Rasmussen, will be called for the foul on the Mustangs. So Chick-fil-A free throws for the Grizzlies. Copper Hills free throws are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Greer gets her first to go. And she makes the second as well.
That must mean we need frosted lemonade at Chick-fil-A. She made both of them.
Reward yourself every once in a while. Yeah, I like it.
We need it.
Yeah. Mustangs working it around. 15 seconds left. Are they going to call travel or
foul? I think
he's
he's calling a foul. Ooh, that's her third.
Yeah. Third foul on Addie Callister.
But she's playing aggressive.
They're calling them again.
Well, now they're calling it early.
Yeah.
Before they were calling it spot on.
2 seconds left. Callister's got to put it up. She does. Good if it goes. And it's short. And that will do it for the second quarter. And the Grizzlies lead at 36-4 heading into halftime. Coach, what do the Mustangs got to do to adjust here to come out and build some momentum for themselves?
It's a great question. I think it seems like they're getting a little bit rattled just by the pressure that Copper Hills is putting on them. They have made some turnovers themselves, but Copper Hills, like we talked about, is always in the passing lane. And so I think they need to settle in together and try to limit their turnovers and find ways to score. It looked like they got their couple buckets by driving in, but again, a lot of times they're trying to pass over the top of Copper Hills, and that's just not going to work. So they need to find the openings and limit their turnovers as much as possible.
All right, we'll take a break here on KSL Rewind as it's halftime. Grizzlies lead it 36-4 over the Mustangs. Welcome back to the KSL Rewind. I'm Adam Mason, joined by Coach Sharon Mason, as we start the second half of tonight's action against Region 2 foes, Copper Hills Grizzlies against Herriman Mustangs. Copper Hills coming in at 16-5, 7-1 in region play. Herriman 3-18 overall, 0-8 in region play. Coach, you talked about staying consistent if you're the Grizzlies. Is that really is that what we should be looking for in this second half from them, is that consistency?
Absolutely. And then I think, too, because they do have a substantial lead at this point, it's trying to get some of those role players some minutes so that as a team, you're confident going into the tournament starting next week. And with the high region spot that they're at right now, they're going to have, high RPI, which they've been sitting out all year, which is going to give them a bye. And so you really want to focus strong on these last two region games today and Thursday. Make sure that you really have that momentum going into the tournament.
Mustangs missed that shot. And now Barker crosses the timeline out to Ledger. Over to Marsden. Now to Johnson at the elbow. Marsden thought about the three. She's going to drive the alley. Dumps it off to Johnson. Looked like she had a look there. And a steal by Tylee Sundquist. She's going to drive all the way. Right-handed layup is long. And now Barker comes away with the board. And another turnover by the Grizzlies.
2 in a row to start the half.
Sundquist now down to Hansen. Hansen inside. Gets it over to Asiata. Asiata kicks it out to Price. Price takes a three-point shot. It's no good. And Asiata drives the alley. And now a kick out for three. Bounces around the rim and falls off for number 3, Maddie Little. And the board secured by the Grizzlies.
This is a pretty good possession for the Mustangs, though. Trying to keep it alive, trying to work it in. They got a shot that they wanted.
Barker now just inside the three-point line. That's long, and Frazier.
Good rebound by Frazier.
Yeah. Gets pushed out of bounds, draws a foul there, and that was called on number 44, Shawnee Asiata. That's her third. Or is that her fourth?
It's a great question
I
because we
think I
missed one
have
in the
three,
first half.
but,
But yeah, I have 3 also, but I missed one in the first half. So.
Oh, Frazier with the bucket there. Nice take by the senior. It's the first score of this third quarter. 6 minutes left in the third. Now Little drives the baseline, and another turnover is forced by the Grizzlies, and Marsden will slow it down. Ledger now to Marsden on the right wing, as the Grizzlies will look to reset their offense. And another steal for Tylee Sundquist. She finds number 30, Jaylee Hansen, and Sandquist drives the baseline and draws a foul. I think they're going to call that in the act of shooting, but Ayla Marsden gets called for that foul.
I wondered when Copper Hills would be calling a timeout.
Wanting to regroup. Copper Hills timeouts are brought to you by Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer. Located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove, Soccer Post is here to serve your community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find them online at www.soccerpost.com. So 5:23 left in the third quarter, and the Grizzlies lead at 38-4. So what's Coach Timpson saying in this timeout?
He's just getting them refocused. Like we had a couple of turnovers. It's going to happen, but now let's refocus and do the things that we're supposed to do. Play the basketball that we're capable of playing. And I think I think it was a good timeout. I think a good timeout to regroup and just refocus your team on what your goals are, what your objectives are for this game, and the kind of basketball you know you can play. So we'll see if that timeout worked.
Taylor Sundquist with the free throw. First one is good. She has 3 in the game. She has 3 of the Mustangs' 5 points. And gets the second one as well.
She's 100% from the line.
38-6 in favor of the Grizzlies. 5:15 left in the third. Frazier now finds Barker streaking to the hoop. Doesn't get it to go. Follow through, no good. And Ledger with a big board.
I love watching Ledger play. She's just a hustle player and kind of scrappy and just gets herself in there. She makes some good plays that way.
And a 3 is off the mark for number 22, Taylor Johnson. Frazier with the board to Marsden. Now to Barker. To Ledger for 3. Splash! A Bunami 3 goes down for Fusi Ledger. That's her first 3 of the game. Her second bucket. And number 30, Jaylee Hansen, kicks it out to Little. Little drives the baseline and draws a foul. And they're going to give that to Barker. No, they'll give it to Frazier. That's the second team foul for the Grizzlies. And Maddie Little will shoot 2. First free throw is off the rim. And checking in for the Grizzlies is number 10, Evie Marler, along with number 12, Addie Callister. Second free throw is good for number 3, Maddie Little. $41 to 7. Yeah, 41-7 in favor of the Grizzlies.
Took him a second to put up that point.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I wanted to make sure I had my box score right. So Marsden now to Marler. Cross-court pass to Barker. Barker's going to drive the alley, kicks it to Marler for 3 in the corner. Short. And a fight for the rebound. The Mustangs get it. Oh, but what a steal by Marler, who gets the layup to go. Oh, nice steal there by the senior guard, number 10, Evie Marler. And that jump shot is off for number 45, Sierra Prescott. Barker, as the Grizzlies working around the wing. And a steal by number 3, Maddie Little. She's going to drive all the way and gets it to Sundquist for the layup. And it's down, and she draws a foul.
That was like a textbook 2-on-1. Drew the defense, a nice pass. That was such a good play by the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs getting a little bit of offense going in this third quarter with 3:09 left in the third. Sundquist rolls around the rim and good.
Remains 100% from the line in this game.
She's got 5 in this quarter. And Barker hits that layup. That's her first bucket since the first quarter. Cross-court pass to Little. Little's going to drive the baseline. Nice defense there by Callister. Now the Mustangs looking to go inside. To Little for 3. Rolls off the rim, and Barker with the rebound. And she'll lead the break. Kicks it out to Marler. Now to Marsden to Callister. Oh. Callister looking inside and overthrew that pass.
Quick possession change. Oh.
And Barker draws a foul trying to drive the alley. Congestion there, and they will call that foul on number 10, Brooke Rasmussen, her second. That'll be the second team foul. So the Grizzlies will inbound it on the baseline. Marsden now. 2 minutes left in the third period. Oh, nice little turnaround jump shot there for Ayla Marsden.
That was a great take. Again, good recognition of what happened with the defense and just took her nice little floater shot.
And Sundquist was driving the alley and draws a foul on number 13, Ayla Marsden, her third. Fourth team foul for the Grizzlies. Sundquist is the leading scorer for the Mustangs, as she has 8 of their 11 points, make that 9 of their 12. Now Barker brings it across the timeline. Callister drives inside, gets it to Creer. Creer back to Barker. Barker drives the baseline. Cross-court pass to Johnson. Now they work a nice find there to Ella Creer, who gets the layup to go. Nice bucket by Ella Creer.
Again, using her body, securing position, which then secured her the pass and led to a great layup.
Also, use that long arm to present the passing lane, right?
Mm-hmm. Give the guard a good target to get it in there.
Yeah, for sure. Porter doesn't get that shot. Now Barker will lead the break.
Fumbles a little there, but saves it.
Johnson now to Callister. Callister's going to drive the alley, kicks it out to Marler. Now to Creer. Creer's going to drive the alley, kicks it out to Callister for three. Rolls off the rim. And the board goes to Bergenjetti. And Taylor Johnson breaks up that pass ahead, as they were trying to get ahead of the defense there, the Mustangs were. And a timeout will be called by the Mustangs. We'll take one as well here on KSL Rewind. Be back in just a moment. Welcome back to KSL Rewind. I'm Adam Mason, joined by Coach Sharon Mason, as the Grizzlies lead at 49-12. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, Goldtooth inbounds to Maddie Little. The shot clock is off, so they can hold for the last possession. Callister playing some defense and making the Mustangs have to make some decisions. Goldtooth. Now to Bergenjetti. Bergenjetti gets called for the travel. 4 seconds left. The Grizzlies can get a last-second shot up. Marler up to Frazier. Frazier for three. Good if it goes. Oh, just short.
That was a good play, though, and it was a great shot. Just it wasn't quite long enough.
Yeah, good pass ahead there. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Grizzlies lead at 49-12 over the Mustangs. We'll be back in just a moment on KSL Rewind. Welcome back to KSL Rewind. I'm Adam Mason, joined by Coach Sharon Mason as we go into the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies lead 49-12 over the Mustangs. And checking in for the first time tonight is number 2, Abby Bush, for the Grizzlies. As the Grizzlies look to break down that 2-3 zone by the Mustangs. Creer now at the elbow, gets it to Callister. Callister drives, and what a find to number 2, Abby Bush, who gets the layup.
Again, showing that patience, passing the ball around, getting that open lane, and then a great inside look.
And a long three-point attempt goes down for number 31, Addison Porter. That's her first bucket of the game. 51-15. Sharon, you ever called out a palindrome in a game? Ever thought about a palindrome? That's what we got. 51-15 palindrome.
That's true. Yep. That's true. Very reciprocal.
Yes. I love calling out good palindromes.
That's awesome.
That three is no good, but the Grizzlies get the board. And another three-point shot is long for Abby Bush, and a fight for the rebound. The Grizzlies will get possession. Now to Callister up at the top. To Bush. Bush is going to drive the alley. Jump stops, gets it out to Callister. Callister will take a turn driving and throws it up, but wasn't close.
Oh, it was
but
a
she
foul.
dropped the foul.
Okay, I was like,
They call that foul on Shay Richardson, her first. I thought the same thing. I was like, whoa, that was way off.
Like, she wasn't even going that direction. So I was like, how did that happen?
Addie Callister doesn't get the first to go. Checking in for the Grizzlies for the first time is Sela Ama. And Callister misses both. And now Jetty. Jetty fakes the three, takes the step inside. Jump shot is good. Nice take there by the sophomore guard, as she gets her first bucket of the game. 51-17, the Grizzlies lead it. 5:36 left in the fourth quarter. And a three-point shot, a long one, doesn't go down for Evie Marler, and a fight for the rebound, and the Mustangs will get possession. And Addison Porter, she'll take another three.
That's pretty long three.
The first one she made was kind of long too. It's got some touch there. And a loose ball, the Mustangs get it. And another long three, and this one's long, and Bergen Jetty comes down with it, but they're gonna call her for a foul, her second team foul, as she pushed number 10, Evie Marler, in the back.
A little excited about the rebound. It happens from time to time.
Well, and that's why you always box out, right?
Oh, you know it. She was boxing out, just a little strong.
Yep. Marler now in the corner. Now the Grizzlies just being patient. Oh, what a Euro step there by Abby Bush. Doesn't get it, but fight for the rebound. I didn't think that hit the rim. They reset the shot clock. Maybe it did.
I thought it hit the rim. No, so one of us is right, one of us is wrong.
Well, the refs obviously agree with you, so we'll just go with you.
Okay.
You were right. Callister loses the handle. And now Brooke Rasmussen leads the break, and another turnover forced by the Grizzlies. Marler is going to push the pace a little, gets it to Callister. Callister out to Bush. Now to Ama, inside to Creer. Creer.
Oh, my.
Almost picked up that pivot foot,
maybe almost a travel
maybe
there.
passed it just before she got that travel. Inside now, Creer.
Nice little hook shot.
Oh!
A good inside move. Nice finesse to finish that hook shot. That was great.
Ella Creer, what a take there. She's got unofficially 7 in the game. And Jetty for 3 off the mark. Abby Bush comes down with the board. To Creer. Creer's going to drive the baseline. Gets it out to Callister. Now to Marler for 3. Falls off the rim, and the Mustangs get the rebound. And they're going to call a foul as the Grizzlies were trying to call it on Abby Bush. The Mustangs were trying to, or Grizzlies were trying to force a jump ball. Lots of players checking in for the first time tonight as the Grizzlies lead at 53-17. 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. What do these kind of minutes mean for your, the players that don't see a lot of varsity action, getting some reps in near the end of the season like that?
Yeah, I was telling Dane actually a couple of weeks ago that my coach in high school, Rand Rasmussen, he always used to say that a minute of varsity time is worth more than a whole JV game. And so getting in these minutes and a bigger stage, better competition, more people here. The game obviously it's just a bigger arena. So it means a lot for any of these JV players who are getting some time and seeing the floor and being able to see what they can do in the last few minutes of the game. I think it just speaks volumes.
As the Mustangs force a turnover. Now to Sundquist. Sundquist tries the jump hook, doesn't get it, but gets her own rebound and misses the follow. And now the Grizzlies will lead the break to Bush. As they look for Michaela Staker inside, and they find her, and the layup doesn't go. And now Sundquist will lead the break for the Mustangs. And they work it around to Little for 3 off the back of the iron, and Grizzlies get the board. 45 seconds left. And Callister will find Bush. And now it looks like the Grizzlies will try and use as much of the clock as they can.
Yeah, hopefully run an offense and see what they can do the last few seconds.
Marler gets it to Bush, inside to Staker. Staker, jump hook, off the rim. Good look for her.
A good move.
And Marler gets it, and now she will just hold it and let the clock run out as we
I think that's a good, classy move.
Yeah. 5 seconds left, and that will do it for this game. And now we'll focus on the ETA Apparel Player of the Game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated T Will. At EGT Apparel, we specialize in embroidery, tackle tee and hot press technique for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it is for a team, business, school, or family, EGT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all your customer apparel needs. Find them online at www.etaapparel.com. So, Coach, who are you giving the player of the game for the Grizzlies this time?
I'm going to be honest, this one's a little bit hard. There's 3 players that I think could potentially be the player of the game. I was really impressed with the beginning, the first half, and how Copper Hills came out ready to play, ready to go, and with a lot of energy. Again, we're unofficial on our score here, but I have unofficially that 3 players were in double digits. So again, it's hard to kind of choose that, but I think in the end, I'm going to go with Skyly Barker. I think she just came out so strong and so ready, her senior night, and she just kind of set that tone for how the Grizzlies were going to play. Again, I thought that Marston did a really good job as well. I thought she scored well for the Grizzlies. I was impressed with Creer tonight. I thought she used her body really well and was able to make some really good moves on the inside. But ultimately, I think Barker is the team leader, and she got them going and kind of held that standard for the Grizzlies, and I was impressed with how she played tonight. So player of the game, Skyly Barker.
Leading scorer in Grizzlies girls basketball history, Skyly Barker. Nice game from her tonight. That's going to do it for us on KSL Rewind. The Grizzlies will finish at home on Thursday, or I beg your pardon, Friday. No, Thursday.
Should be Thursday. Yeah, it should be Thursday.
Okay, Thursday, the 13th, at 7 o'clock as they host Mountain Ridge. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the Grizzlies win at 53-19 over the Mustangs.